Air Force Security Forces. What's Air Force Security Forces? What's up everyone? General Discharge here. Today's video is going to be discussing the United States Air Force Security Forces. Security Forces are the Air Force and Space Force's military police entity. They're actually the largest career field in the Air Force, and considering that the Air Force is the second largest military branch, there's a lot of them. There are a plethora of opportunities out there for those who serve as security forces. This video is going to go over what security forces is, what they do, their opportunities, training, requirements, and much more. If you want to learn more about Air Force Security Forces, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Before we jump into it, make sure to take a moment and show us some love and support by liking our video and subscribing to our channel. Your support is our lifeblood. Do not hesitate to ask us questions in the comments section below. We check everything. Security forces are often referred to as the Air Force's infantry because they are the ground combat force for the branch. They are responsible to protect, defend, and fight to enable the U.S. Air Force, joint, and coalition mission success. But who's going to protect, defend, and fight for your personal information on the internet? That's where NordVPN comes in. NordVPN keeps your data hidden behind a wall of next-gen encryption, while also allowing you to change your IP address to anywhere in the world. Nord's double data encryption offers increased anonymity, and you know we love anonymity here at General Discharge. What's better than surfing the internet worry-free and successfully keeping those intruders at bay? We've teamed up with NordVPN, today's sponsor, to provide you all with a massive discount. Visit nordvpn.com/generaldischarge to get 73% off a 2-year plan, with 4 months completely free. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. Again, that's nordvpn.com/generaldischarge. Links in the description below. Now back to the video. Security Forces Airmen are known for their blue berets that they wear. Due to the nature of their mission, Security Forces Airmen are both trained in combat and law enforcement. They perform base security like you'd imagine any military police would do, while also having extensive history and experience in the battlefield. They are responsible for missile security, defending and performing law enforcement on air bases, combat arms, handling military working dogs, and some even guard nukes. Keep that in mind. Due to the vast amounts of missions that Security Forces Airmen perform, experiences highly vary. While some may have the luxury of working with canines, there still needs to be people scanning IDs at the gate. That's the nature of the beast when it comes to MP jobs in the military. There's a lot of cool stuff to do, but there's also the more mundane, but necessary, work to be done. But back to the cool stuff, because who wants to hear about the boring stuff? As a Security Forces Airman, there's plenty of badass opportunities for you. First up is Dagger, which is short for the Deployed Aircraft Ground Response Element. It's a relatively new entity, being stood up in 2008. Belonging to AFSOC, Dagger consists of small teams within the Air Force's security forces that receive specialized training to support the command's assets and personnel in austere locations around the globe. They essentially are guys protecting AFSOC Special Operations Squadrons when they deploy away from their home base, including in non-permissive environments. It's open to all Security Forces Airmen within the ranks of Senior Airmen to Master Sergeant who meet the AFSOC physical and professional standards. The Dagger pipeline is located at Hurlburt Field, Florida, where members learn different skill trades, including TCCC, defensive driving, tactical communications, tactical security details, land navigation, and a wide variety of firing courses. The next opportunity is being a Phoenix Raven. The Ravens are teams consisting of specially trained Security Forces personnel dedicated to providing security for Air Mobility Command aircraft that transit high terrorist and criminal threat areas. It ensures an acceptable level of close-in security for aircraft transiting airfields where security is unknown or additional security is needed to counter local threats. With over 200 Security Forces Airmen in it, the training to get into the Phoenix Ravens is an intensive 3-week, 12-hour-a-day course that covers such subjects as cross-cultural awareness, legal considerations, embassy operations, airfield survey techniques, explosive ordnance awareness, aircraft searches, and unarmed self-defense techniques. Another thing you can do in Security Forces is join the Tactical Response Force, or TRF for short. To put it simply, the TRF is a SWAT team that guards nukes. Each member of TRF is hand-selected to become specially trained, highly motivated, and tactically proficient security forces defenders. The teams augment existing security forces that guard and deny access to air bases that operate nuclear-armed bombers and to missile silo complexes that operate ICBMs. They provide a reaction force for convoys carrying nuclear munitions, and regularly perform air patrols over the sprawling ICBM fields aboard helicopters. They're trained extensively in CQB operations and small unit tactics. As a rapid response force, those in the TRF need to be held to a higher standard. Because of that, there's a selection process for them. On average, less than 40% of airmen who try out will make it. It's a two-phase process, consisting of a combat physical training test and an interview. In an 11-minute time frame, airmen are assessed on their ability to execute a half-mile run, a 50-meter body drag of approximately 200 pounds, breaching a door using a ram, 5 dead hang pull-ups, and a 15-meter rope climb. Evaluators also assess the individual's personality, performance, ability to overcome obstacles, and reaction to failures. And if Dagger, Phoenix Ravens, and TRF weren't enough for you, there's more. Security Forces has SRTs, which stands for Special Reaction Teams. SRTs are special elements of U.S. Air Force Security Forces Squadrons units that are capable of dealing with specialized threats at U.S. Air Force installations. These are the SWAT teams for their installations. They respond to anything from active shooters, barricaded suspects, hostage situations, high-risk arrests, sniper incidents, VIP protection, and much more. Okay, so you know a lot of the cool stuff that Security Forces Airmen have available to them, but we gotta go back to the basics here. In order to have those opportunities, you have to become one first. What's the training like for them? What about the requirements? In order to become a Security Forces Airman, you'll have to go through the 65-day Air Force Security Forces Academy at Lackland Air Force Base, Texas. Here, you'll learn basic military police functions, missile security, convoy actions, law enforcement, hand-to-hand training, firearms training, and much more. But to even join the Air Force with the Security Forces contract, you gotta meet the requirements. These are the minimum requirements to become a Security Forces Airman. Pause the screen to take a longer look. Security Forces is a great career for anyone who wants the ability to do something cool in the Air Force. While the cool stuff we covered in this video is no guarantee, you'll have zero chance of doing any of it if you never join as one. Stay motivated and humble. If you're interested in other military police of the US military, we've done a video covering all of them. We highly recommend you go check it out. The link for it is in the description below. Well, that is the down and dirty of Air Force Security Forces. If you learned something from this video, make sure to give us a like and subscribe to our channel. As always, thank you for watching. Do you even want to be here? A big shout out to all of our YouTube members and our patrons over at our Patreon. Thank you all so much for taking the extra step in supporting our channel. It is much appreciated. If you'd like to be featured on a general discharge video,